Hey y'all, this is BG Codes and I am bradgarropy. Welcome back to the stream. We have been working on my remix application template for a while. Currently just doing a bunch of testing like database methods, testing session code, authentication code. Really just trying to get the fundamentals down pat. So this morning we're going to keep on doing that. We're going to test some Prisma stuff, and then we're going to test some session stuff. Actually, we might start with session stuff. So, without further ado, let's go. Anybody in the chat? No, I don't see anybody. Okay. Session code. Session code shouldn't be that hard to test, right? Because this just returns... I guess we'll test create session first. Move this over here so I can see, get that away, and then we're running the test right there. Okay. Create session. Which depends on get session. Is this good? It creates a session. Kind of, maybe. I gotta see. No, I don't want that to be imported from remix run node. I want it to be, yes. Again, it's /utils. How do I teach VS Code to do that? And create session returns a... Oh, that's a response. Oh, I always forget. There was a way to test this in Remix. Yeah, because what is a redirect? A redirect is just a response, right? Yeah. Let's see, we'll say console.log response. Just so we can see it. Yep. We want to make sure it's 302. What else do we want to make sure? Yeah, that its location is the right place. Yeah, we'll grab the cookie. Does this work? Path. HTTP only, same site. Yeah. So let's make sure that's in there as well. Then what are we missing? The location. Perfect. I think that validates like everything we pretty much want to validate. That was easy. Okay. I guess let's do pretty much the same thing. We might have to make a cookie though. So in this case, let's test git session. Cool. Thanks, thanks, Copilot. Okay, so how do we create a cookie that does this? How do we test this? Because that cookie is encoded. How is it encoded? It doesn't say. Hmm. we're gonna have a problem here. Let's see. I'll just ask Copilot. How do I create a session cookie with user ID equal to 1, but encoded using my process env session secret? Because the question is, I don't know what kind of encoding it is. Oh, is that a wrapper around create cookie? Let's see. Where's the secret? There's no secret. There it is. Okay. So that's how we need to create our initial cookie. Okay, thanks Copilot, but like not quite. So create cookie comes from Remix, and we want to create a session cookie using our session secret. Okay, and then we're going to make a new request with the session cookie. Then I think we can just dot serialize. Serialize. Which is like an object. So in this case would be, yeah, user ID 1. Okay. I kind of want to see what that looks like. That's async. What? I think it was async. It just says cookie. It is async, boys. Cool. And if I took this secret out, no, it's still. Name is signed, expires, parse, serialize. Oh, it's serialized that. You have to await. Uh-huh. Okay. But then if I put a secret in there, yeah, there's a bunch of crap there now. Okay. Aha. Cool. Okay. Now we're in a better spot. So we created a cookie string that is encoded with the same session secret. Good. Now we attached it to the request and we called get session on the request. And then after it retrieves the session, we should be able to pull out the user ID. Yeah, so that's typed. Cool. Okay, next up, get user from session. And are we missing any edge cases here? Get session, no edge cases. Create session, no edge cases. Now we're going to do a get user from session, where we're going to have to mock out some stuff. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we're going to have to get a session from request. So a lot of this is going to be the same. It did great there. So all that is great. So now we just need to mock out get user by ID. Um, let's call it user. No, let's rename that to users. All right. And so we've imported it. Now we can create a spy. No, not just. Now we've got our spy. We don't need that. We can come down here and say, like, we want to use her. We're going to need to set up some mock users. But look, that's enough to get it to pass. Oh, not quite. Uh-huh. I wish TypeScript would do a better job here. Why do I have to do this? Okay, so let's make a new directory here for mocks. So source, yeah, let's say mocks, users.ts. This comes from Prisma. And I had this idea to do The Simpsons or Family Guy. I don't know. Let's just do homer@gmail.com. Password is password. And then, to be honest, I like set cookie lowercase. Shouldn't make a difference, right? Let's test and see. We logged in. Weird. It says we have a cookie. Okay. Something must have gotten out of sync there. Okay. All right. That cookie it is. Okay. So is this passing? So this is going to return a mock user. We don't need to define that. I can go away. Okay. Now we're missing one path here. What if the user ID is null? Okay. We'll say handles no user. Get user ID by spy. Get user ID spy is going to return null. Oh no, not. No, that's fine. No, we're doing the situation where the session. So we don't even need to mock this right now. We're doing the situation where the session doesn't have a user ID. That passes. Perfect. So the session in this case doesn't have any information where normally we would expect it to have user ID. Oh, we need to. Did I just do that? Interesting. Oh, no. I can't. Okay. All right. Then the last one is delete session. No special cases here. So we can just say test delete session. And what do we need here? First of all, we need to import it. And AI is really helping me write this stuff. We need to import it. We need to make a request with a cookie. Which, okay, there's the cookie with the user ID. We make a request. We do it. And then what are we verifying? This is returning a redirect. So 302 2/. Now I'm curious. I want to see what's in here. Yeah, that's a little weird. This is the delete session that comes from create cookie storage. Oh no, destroy session. Want to see what expires actually means. Is it optional? The value 0 is used to represent a date in the past. Look at that. Yeah, that would be nice if you could just stick 0 on there. But it looks like Remix by default does this. So we're gonna have to test that. It's fine, that's fine. What else? That's pretty much it. That was pretty easy to write those tests. And then now look, we've got 100% coverage. Okay. So those tests are done. I renamed this, didn't I? Yeah. Okay, and now session. Okay, now what do we not have tests for at this point? No auth, no users. Everything else should be good. Okay, cool. Let's do the auth stuff next. Okay, sign up. It's a big flow, honestly. So we want to test user already exists. We want to test passwords don't match. And we want to test the success case of user signs up. And in the way that this is going to go, we're going to need get user by email. So this case, it's going to be null. In this case, it's going to be a mock user. Same thing there. Mock resolve value once. I want to make sure I'm using that everywhere. No, I want this to be once. Okay, perfect. Okay, so going through the sign up flow, we need to make well, first of all, we need to call it. We need a request. Oh, and this is going to be no, it's not going to be form data. Yes. Why do we need the request? Oh, at the very end. For create session. Gotcha. Okay, so it needs a request, an email, which in this case would be mockuser.email, a password, and a password confirmation. What did they put? Okay, great. Then I want everything. I don't just want sign up. I want sign in and I want sign out. Okay. Okay, so the next thing we need to mock is create user, I think. Yeah. Yep, and in this case, we'll act like it worked. And so really, what do we care about? We care that this redirect was called to dashboard with a 302. How do we validate that? I suppose we just validate that create session was called with the right arguments. That pass? Yes, it did. Great. Don't know why they put those there. Okay, so that's one case. Now user already exists. So in this case, we need get user by email, return somebody. We got that. And then, okay, we're gonna expect it to throw. I think we have to put this in there. Is it this? Has to be a function. All right, I don't know. Let's look it up. B test expect to throw. Can I get an example? To throw error. You must wrap the code in a function. To test async functions. Use in combination with regex. Aha! There. Okay, that's what we wanted. Yeah, I like that better. Okay. Cool, and then we can pretty much do the exact same thing, bloop, but with passwords that don't match. It should be failing. Oh, this we null. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that handles all those cases. We can move on. So that was sign up. Now we're working on sign in. We have a couple. So we've got user signs in. We've got user not found. We've got invalid password. Those are our situations. We're still using get user by email. So user signs in, get user by email should be null. No. This should be mock user. In the next case, it should be null, user not found. And then what's the last case? Hold on. I have to say goodbye to my wife. BRB. Okay, we're back. We're so back. Hey, yo, okay. So user signs in successfully, user not found, or invalid password. Those are the three cases we're validating. Go. Oh yeah, in this case, we do. Yeah, we want a user there. Okay, God, AI is so helpful. Just finishes my thoughts, and that's the way I like to use it. I don't want to like sit there and, you know, prompt engineer all day. I just need it to tell me what I'm already thinking. All right, so for signing in, yep, we need the request. Request mock user email and password, yes. And then in this case, all we want is, yep, session spy to be called once. And to have been last called with the same thing I did up here. The request and the user ID. Question is, did it pass? No. Oh, because bcrypt. Yeah, okay, that's going to be a problem. Let me handle the error cases first. This error case first. We need a sign-in promise, and then we'll say await, expect, sign-in promise, rejects to throw error, user not found. Right, that one should pass. Yeah. Bcrypt one is a little more difficult. Because the passwords have not been hashed yet, and I'm mocking users as if they are. I could mock bcrypt. I wonder. That's my app. Let's get our database up. No, they're all different. So I was like, oh, I wonder if they're all the same. Because I know lots of these people have the same passwords. Hmm. I might have to mock bcrypt. Easy enough. So in this case, in sign in, well, is it still passing? Yeah, just invalid. User signs in, invalid password. So we need here compare spy to true. Why is it? Why? Boolean is not assigned by void. Because it thinks it's the callback? I don't think it mocks that, right? It's, I mean, I have to make a comment. Nice. Yeah, it's not typed correctly. It's not inferring. Well, I mean, I guess it's typed correctly, but it's not inferring this properly. So now it works. If I did that, it should fail, right? Okay, yes. All right, and then finally, this is the last thing, then I'll be done for the day here. Finally, we want... Oh, wait, invalid password. Forgot about this one. Let's be explicit here. Actually, it doesn't even matter in that case. But then in this case, it does matter. Yeah. Okay. And now we're just doing sign out. Okay, we got user signs out. If not user, so we need to do two cases, and then I guess handles no user. These are going to be incredibly similar. I guess we can do a delete session spy. The other ones we just, yeah. Yeah. And just to make sure in my session code, yeah, okay, we are checking the actual responses. Good. So then at this level, I don't need to care about that. We're testing one level up, right? I don't need to make sure that this is a redirect. I just need to make sure that like delete session got called. And then I have tested the delete session level. And then literally the next test is exactly the same. And then we need to mock some session code, get user from session. So in this case, handles no user, we need to say get user from session spy is null. Doesn't seem to like that. Oh, well, yeah, because in this case, we need to mock this as well to actually return a user. Yeah. Okay. So now we're handling both branches. Cool. That's all of our auth server test code. Sweet. What did I change here? Oh yeah, okay, that's fine. And the last thing that I was supposed to do that I said I was going to do in the title of this stream was test this user stuff. I'll start like mocking it out. What else? Get user by ID, get user by email, and create user. While some of these tests seem pedantic, trust me, as the system gets bigger, we're gonna want them. And so I'm trying to set myself up for success pretty early. Okay, so how to mock Prisma. Mocking Prisma with the test. This is extremely important. Okay, this is a lot. Just get to the mocking part. Where are the actual mock? Oh, okay, in this part. Okay, so we need v-test mock extended. It doesn't deep mock. Okay. I've got to be able to put this in like the setup script or something. Let's just try it. Well, okay, let's try to write this test, I guess. DB user find unique. Or I guess we'll say should be able to do it like that, I guess. Email and password. Yeah, all these are going to be async. Okay, let's see if we can't like do all this stuff in the test setup. Mock reset prisma. Where's prisma? Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is weird. Okay, I'm gonna tackle this later. I just went into like no talking mode, and that's no good for the stream. I'm gonna tackle this later. I did this back at Atlassian, and now I can't remember, and I swear I want to go ask a teammate for that code. But we're gonna get this done. It's gonna be really easy to test when it's mocked. Just it's like apples to apples. You pass something in, you get the same thing out. So we're gonna mock that stuff. It's gonna be fine. And then that's the last unit test we have to write. Then we got to move on to like end-to-end testing. I need to set up like a database seed. Luckily, SQLite's just like a file, so we don't even have to like start anything. But that's how I kind of want to do things locally in a SQLite database. That would be sick. All right. Anyways, that's it for this morning's stream. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.